Thank you for joining me today. In this exercise, as opposed to some others in this series, I'll actually be working with you on an activity. This particular activity is going to focus on the concept of verbals in English. There are three main verbals in English. They're known as gerunds, which are verbs that behave as a noun, participles, which are verbs that behave as adjectives, and infinitives, which is where you take the preposition to and you attach it to a verb. Usually it's base form. And in those cases, excuse me, in the case of infinitives, it could be either a participle, it could be an adverb in some cases, or it could be a noun. So you've got more flexibility with it. For now, what we're going to do in this exercise is we're going to examine 6 sentences, and underlined are specific words to which we need to identify as to whether or not these particular words happen to fall under the category of gerund, participle, or infinitive, and we're going to mark it as such. So A would be gerund, B would be participle, and C would be infinitive. So hopefully you understand that much. Because I am not always the clearest. So let's go ahead and jump in. Let's take a look. So for sentence, let's make sure first that you can read that. There we go. All right, so for sentence number 1, it reads, Joey's brother plans to enlist in the Navy after high school. Okay, well, let's take a look and determine, hopefully on your end, what part of speech is to enlist, as it's been underlined. Well, I can already tell you right away that when we have infinitives, you always attach the preposition to in the formula, to plus the verb. In this case, we have the preposition to, it's present, the verb enlist. But it's not behaving as, oh, well, is it a verb? No, it's not behaving as a verb. Instead, let's take a look to see what it's behaving as. So first things first, I'm going to mark it as an infinitive, so I'm going to put my letter C. Joey's brother, okay, there's our subject. Plans is going to be the verb. Plans to enlist. So plans to enlist is the direct object of plans. So that means to enlist as an infinitive is behaving as a noun. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave it as such. All right, sentence number 2. Skiing is Hayden's favorite way to spend a winter afternoon. All right, let's see. Is it a gerund? Is it being used as a noun, this underlined word skiing? Is it a participle? Is it being used as an adjective? Or is it an infinitive? Does it have that preposition? Give you guys a second. That's right. Skiing, in this case, is being used as the subject of our sentence. Subjects are nouns in a sentence. So this must be a gerund, since I'm taking the verb ski, attaching ing, and now I've got a gerund behaving as a noun. Otherwise, it wouldn't be able to work as our subject. Let's look at sentence number 3. The exhausted mother finally got the baby to sleep. Okay, well, let's take a look. So the exhausted mother is our complete subject. Great. Finally, what did she do? Got the baby to sleep. Awesome. But exhausted's our underlined word. Interesting. Does exhausted modify any other words in the sentence? In fact, it does. Exhausted points to the word mother. It's telling us more about the mother. She is tired. So if it's behaving as an adjective, I can tell right away that it is, in fact, a participle. So I'm going to go ahead and label it as B. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 4th sentence. I can't believe that winning is so important to Claudia. All right, so I can't believe, so there's your verb, subject, can't believe, okay, that winning is so important to Claudia. Well, let's see. Is winning modifying any other words in the sentence? Not quite. So it's not a participle. Is it an infinitive? Do we have the preposition to attached to it? No, we do not. So gerund is likely the most accurate, the most accurate choice. So I can't believe what? That winning, so the object of that. I can't believe what? That winning, so there's your object, it's a noun. So I'm going to mark that as an adjective, A for gerund, because it is a noun, not an adjective, Sentence number 5, let's take a look. The wind is going to knock the potted plants off the porch. Okie dokie. The wind is our subject. Is our verb. Is going to knock the potted plants off the porch. So is going to knock the potted plants off the porch. Right away, we can tell it's our infinitive. It begins with the preposition to. So I'm going to go ahead and label it C for infinitive. And our final sentence, the gleaming silverware shown in the drawer. Ooh, okay, gleaming, so it's shiny, right? Or giving off light or reflecting light. All right, the gleaming silverware. Okay, gleaming, it's a thing. Is it behaving as a noun? It's not quite behaving as a noun. In fact, it looks as though it is modifying another word. So the gleaming, well, what's gleaming? Silverware. So it's modifying the word silverware, which is also a noun. And by definition, words that modify nouns, in this case, are going to be adjectives. So because it's an adjective or acting as an adjective, I'm going to label it as a participle. Alrighty, so hopefully your answers are similar to mine. Hopefully I was as well, I should say. I explained things well enough. Otherwise, please let me know in the comment section below how I could have improved this experience, because I would like to start a new series in which I integrate additional grammar exercises for you and I to participate in to improve your English practice. Okay, please subscribe if you would like to continue to practice with me, and like the video if you found it helpful. It would help me out a lot. All right, thank you very much.